Welcome to another edition of The Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie. It's everything about the outdoors. Take it away, guys.
Good morning, man. Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Good Outdoors radio show here in Valdosta, Georgia. How in the world you doing this morning, Ronnie?
I've hit the ground running this morning, brother.
Man, so you hit the ground running?
Hit the ground running.
What in the world?
Well, that's what happens when you're running behind.
I hate
as long as you're on time, that's all that matters.
That's all that matters, and you're on time.
I'm prompt.
Man, I hate waking up
I'm still
late.
breathing hard.
Come flying into the studio. He wasn't. He was on time. He wasn't late. But you know what? I hate being late. I hate waking up late, and it seems like I'm late all day long.
Yeah, and I'd like to say thank you to Lowndes County. They probably recognize my truck. I'll try to do better next time, y'all. Not trying to push the envelope. But thank you very much.
Oh man, I tell you what, it's one thing I just can't stand is getting up late, because like we covered kind of yesterday, I'm very a punctual type guy. You know, I love to be on time or early.
I like to be on time. It bothers me to be late. I don't know about that early stuff. I haven't quite mastered that, but I do like to be on time, or it bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
Isn't that you there or something?
Oh, yes.
Then when you wake up late, it just starts right there, doesn't it? And just your
Yeah,
whole
it
day,
definitely starts right there. You're right.
The trickle down effect.
Yeah, it'll snowball all day now.
Maybe you can overcome it, man.
I shall.
I tell you what, just go back. You know, try to while you up there at Eagle Auto or something this morning. First thing, shut your door, kick back in there, and try to take a nap.
That's not going to happen.
No, if you get to just before you really open, if you get there before you really open, you can take even a 5-minute nap and wake up. You think you're on time then, so you're good.
I'll trick myself.
That's right.
Okay.
You can try anything once. You know,
It ain't going to hurt to try it. That's cool.
Oh man! Hey, I was listening yesterday at work, and I kept hearing off and on when I hear something on the radio or this and that and the other, and I heard this story, and it was about a man who wrestled a shark away from kids. So I kept wondering about this. Kept wondering, you know. They said you got to read it. You got to read it. So you know what I did this morning? I come in, I looked it up, and I found it here.
Then you read it.
Yeah. And a 62-year-old man who bravely dragged a shark away from children at an Australian beach has been fired from his job at a British charity. And I said, what? You know, so I said, okay, I got to get the gist of this story. Anyway, he's fired for missing work, but he was a hero for wrestling a shark. This guy and his wife were on leave from the Boys and Girls Club in Wales for a work-related stress in January when he was spotted on the video grabbing a shark in shallow waters, approached the children and pulling it in one direction. So in other words, the man was on sick leave, and he got a video posted up there with him. He's supposed to be on sick leave. He's down there in the beach, you know, having a good old time, and they fired his butt. But he's still a hero.
But also,
he
did you
went
specify which beach?
Yeah, he went from hero to zero right quick. He went from a high moment to a low moment there.
Well, he was in Australia. I mean,
Yeah, he was a little far from home.
That's right. So, you know, I don't know how I kind of feel about that, you know, but you're gonna.
I know how I feel about it. If you're going to play hooky, don't get on TV.
Well, you know how many people have you heard over the years getting, you know, at a baseball game or something? Hey, I called in, you know, there he is. You know, I called in sick and I got fired because I caught a foul ball and it was all over TV and the boss man saw me. Yeah, if you're sick, you're sick. If you ain't, go to work.
That's right.
Yes, that.
Not all of those stories turn out like Ferris Bueller's did.
No.
You won't always be successful.
No, that's just the movies.
Ferris
it.
Bueller's Day Off. That was a good movie, wasn't it?
Yes.
And Ronnie, who do you think is the top paid NASCAR driver?
The top
Highest
paid?
Yep, highest paid NASCAR driver.
What are we calculating into this?
Oh, I don't know. I'm
I'd
just
probably
looking
go
at
with Jeff
this.
Gordon or Jimmy Johnson, one of the two.
Well, it says Dale Earnhardt Jr. tops the list of NASCAR's highest paid drivers.
Well, that must be
Yes.
with endorsements and T-shirt sales and all that too. Because when you look in the stands, it's all one color. So.
Well, you're right. It has to be that. It says he has dominated
Definitely,
merchandise.
it's definitely not because of his driving ability.
He's dominated NASCAR merchandise sales over the past decade, with estimates putting his shares high as 35% of the total during some years.
Snap.
But the critics question his ardent following after extended winless streaks of 76 and 143 races. So So he is also the highest paid driver in the sport for the 5th straight year with a total earnings of $25.9 million in 2012. I think that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I
can't wait till my paycheck hits there on this radio show. So,
yeah, we're gonna be lucky.
Y'all definitely need to get out there and support our sponsors.
We're gonna be lucky to get $259.
I tell you this: if I get where I make that kind of money, I'll give half of it back to the community.
Me and you both.
That's a promise.
I won't have nothing else to spend it on.
No.
I'm reading through this article here. It says estimated Earnhardt earned $12.9 million in combined salary and his share of prize money, which is split with Hendrick Motorsports. He signed a contract extension with Hendrick in 2011 to keep him part of NASCAR's team through 2017. That's a lot of money. I mean, driving a race car. What his salary and his winnings was $13 million.
Mm-hmm. And then you got all the product sales off of that.
Oh, the product sales is out the roof on him.
Then you got endorsements, all these little Wrangler commercials,
and he did pull it around last season. He pulled it around until he had to miss some races because of that health issue. And
Jimmy Johnson ranks number 2 with $23 million.
Mm-hmm.
And
who's last?
I'm not sure, but in fact, all 4 Hendrick drivers are among the 10 highest paid, with Jeff Gordon number 4 at $18 million, and Casey Kane at number 9 with $12 million.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, that's there's a lot of money. Danica Patrick ranks number 7, $12.9 million in 2012.
A lot of endorsements there. Riding that shirt tail.
Man,
it's just because who she is when she came in the league.
That's what she is.
Yeah. Do you think maybe I could become a NASCAR driver in my late years? Like I'm 43.
That's a good possibility. But if that doesn't work out for you, you could always try going to go back to middle school in Michigan.
Huh?
Yeah.
Middle school, Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan middle school student showed up to class Monday with a backpack stuffed with $20,000 and handed out wads of cash to her friends.
I want to go to school.
The unidentified girl, 12 years old, received the money from another child who lives across the street from her parents' house in a suburb near Detroit. Administrators of the 6th grade academy became suspicious Monday morning when the girl was spotted handing out stacks of $100 bills to her classmates.
Really?
Yeah. Some of her peers were giving as much as $500. Ty Wad got 20 grand. Gonna give me $500. Really?
Where'd the money come from?
Well, she had a lot of people to give it out to.
Well, as soon as the principal learned of the student's generosity, she called the police. All the money was recovered, but had word gotten out, maybe someone other than the 12-year-olds that could have put the student in serious danger. The girl's unidentified neighbors have claimed their money, but police are still investigating Monday's strange incident.
Someone's not getting their money back.
Well, there was no threat to student body in the building, and the matter is currently in the hands of the Taylor Police Department.
I wonder where that kind of money came from.
I don't know.
I mean, the first thing that pops in most people's minds is, wow, there's a drug deal going on over there, and somebody got to handle some money. But it could be something more simple.
Well, it could be, because believe it or not, people, there are dollar bills that are made honestly in this world.
And some people, don't trust banks, and they might have stored it. It could be grandparents or something.
Could have just sold a big boat or something. You never know.
Yeah, you're right.
20,000.
They could have sold something and had a little bit of cabbage laying around.
$20,000. I wish I could do that.
We'll try to run across her on her way to school.
I wish one of them kids. I wish a kid would come to school and give one of mine $500. Daddy, look what my friend gave me. Oh, that's some bad stuff, honey. Hand that here. Let me hold it.
In fact, you need to bring her over to the house. We need to talk.
That's right.
To her.
Need to get her backpack and her and her backpack and come to the house, and we need to talk a little bit. Hey, we got a call coming in. Let's take it this morning. Good morning, caller. You want to go outdoors?
Morning. Y'all doing all right this morning?
Yes, sir. How about yourself?
All right. Is it break time yet?
Almost. What's going on with you?
Just wanted to holler at y'all and aggravate y'all a minute.
Hey, you ain't going to aggravate us, man. Just call anytime you want. What you up to this morning?
Hauling these chickens.
Hauling them chickens.
Blowing feathers everywhere.
Yep. All right, buddy. I'll take care.
Have a good one, man.
You too.
Hey, always good to hear from our friends, man.
Yeah, it is.
If
you don't want to do anything but call in and say good morning, buzz us up.
229-253-0995.
It kind of wakes us up more knowing there's other people up with us.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's people up with us. I pass them every morning. Come to work. Hey, I saw a deputy had somebody pulled over right there when I got off the interstate this morning too. I don't think they was having a good day to have both doors open. I don't know what was going on there, but I can tell you this: the driver of the car was outside wearing shorts, and it's 45 degrees when I come to work this morning. So
They were coming from Florida area. You never know.
you never know.
Pre-spring breakers. They're down there testing the waters.
You know, I can't even believe it's spring break already,
I can.
and it's going on.
It's
too, isn't it?
knocking.
Spring break, man. You know, that's a I guess you could call that a outdoor activity, couldn't you?
What, getting pulled over?
No, spring break.
Oh, both.
Oh, yeah, both of them.
All both.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
Getting
both
pulled over, a lot of times they don't want you to get out of your car. I don't like it when they make me get out of my car.
Yeah, they don't want you to get out, but when they tell you to get out, you might better get on out.
Yeah, usually going to be a bad day if you got to get out. But spring break's a good outdoor. Well, it's an outdoor activity.
I love that when they say, you mind if we search your car? Say, you're not going to look in the trunk, are you?
Well, if I tell you no, is it going to matter, really? I mean, if I mind, I do mind, but go ahead and do it anyway.
Yeah, go ahead, but you may want to wear gloves.
Oh, man. I could have some fun getting pulled over like that. You know what?
I could too if I wasn't such a scaredy cat.
Well.
All I know when I get pulled over, yes, sir. No, sir.
Yeah.
I look at it this way. He's got a gun. If
Yeah.
I tick him off the wrong way, he can use it.
That gun doesn't bother me.
Man.
It's those silver bracelets that he puts on you that kind of intimidate me a little
It's
bit.
funny to me. It don't even bother me. It just ticks me off when I get pulled over.
Yeah, you're one of those that like to argue with them.
Well,
I'm the one that'd be yes or no, sir, and get away with no ticket.
No.
and
And
you'll
get
be
out there
up
as
there
fast as I can.
Right.
No, I'm not one to argue with them either.
I look like Jeff Gordon leaving the pits.
I respect them. No, if I get pulled over, I respect them. Now, don't get me wrong. I do. It's yes, sir. Yeah, I understand. Thank you. It may not be yes, sir, especially if he's younger than me.
Hey.
Now, if he's an older guy, of course, it's of respect because that's what I preach. You know,
I don't care if he's
do that.
12. If he's wearing that badge, he's doing a job that I don't want to do, and I respect him for doing it, and I'm going to say yes, sir.
Well, okay. We're going to take a break here. Be right back on the Good Outdoors.
Here we go again. Every time there's a food plot to be planted, Daryl's nowhere to be found. You see him, Ronnie?
He's probably in the truck eating a dang sandwich.
I'm sitting right here by this tree and they don't even see me.
Man, that Realtree AP was designed to blend hunters with their surroundings, not hide them when it's time to work.
I'm so hidden the scooters can't even find me.
Okay, Daryl, come on. We got to get this stuff planted.
What's that? Hey, stop it!
Realtree. It's so real, a coyote might pee on it.
Serves you right, you slacker.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
What in the world is that noise?
Sounds like the transmission's about to come out of my truck.
Transmission? Sounds like Alien versus Predator under there. Let's get it to Ronnie at Eagle Auto Repair.
Ronnie, I got a problem.
Problem? It sounded like Superman fighting the Incredible Hulk.
No, it was worse than that.
Come on, man. This is for real. I ain't got the money to be fixing no big problem.
Chill out, dude. You're at Eagle Auto Repair. You know we'll fix it right and as inexpensive as we can. We only use quality parts, and my guys are some of the best trained technicians in town.
Yeah, but can they stop a fight between Godzilla and King Kong? Because I'm betting that's what they're going to find under there.
Eagle Auto Repair.
321 Lakes Boulevard, Lake Park, Georgia.
Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the Good Outdoors. It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment. equipment.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road, or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Welcome back to The Good Outdoors. Now, Steve's out today. He's getting some rest. He's been staying up late at night working, and so we're letting him out. But I wish he was here today because I got to cover this story that I have found on Yahoo. And it is 11 crazy Bigfoot conspiracy theories. Really?
Why are they going to be
crazy? I don't know. Bulldog saw one yesterday, so.
Well, I mean, yeah, but Bulldog, now, you got to put a little stock into where a Bulldog sees it, because he sees it on the same place.
Pretty much in the same place. Oh, yeah, you're right.
So,
they might need to put up a Bigfoot crossing sign.
They might need to. A lot of other people seen him right there, too, on that highway. The first one, I'm going to go through all 11 of these because I think it's just daggum hilarious.
Bring them.
A DNA test proved that Bigfoot is part human hybrid and deserves U.S. citizenship.
Okay.
Really?
Fine. Give it to him.
A Texas
you give it to everybody else, let him have it. At least he lives here. At least he's from here.
Yeah.
We just can't find him.
Right. And I don't see him lined up somewhere to get a handout.
He's not an illegal alien, is he?
No.
He's just I don't know. But anyway, some Texas veterinarian claimed last November to have proved via a Sasquatch DNA sample the legendary apes are partially human. Shut up, dude. Anyway, number 2, the government secretly removed burnt Sasquatch corpses from Mount St. Helens after 1980 eruption. Really?
Well, that's what happened to most of them, man.
Oh, yeah. The
government got involved.
Following the disaster in 1980, a few witnesses reported seeing federal helicopters carrying off the charred remains of several Sasquatches from the area.
Where did they take them? To Area 51?
Probably.
Okay.
With the other aliens.
Right.
Bigfoot is really a caveman is number 3. And this come from Vancouver Island resident claimed to have seen what I thought was a bear. I drove down and saw what I could only describe as a large, hairy man who looked caveman-like, with sort of Neanderthal features, as big as a bear easily. Come on.
It
really?
Just looked like a hairy Daryl Sample.
That was almost
He's got Neanderthal features.
And then the number 4, and I heard this one a couple of months ago. Bigfoot is really an alien. Yeah. That's the one that they say when Bigfoot comes down, he's actually does like they come here for vacation, is what this person was saying.
Well, expect a beautiful spot.
Well, yeah, but that's why they disappear so easily, because they can like beam me up, Scotty.
Right.
In Star Trek. They just come here on vacation, and when somebody sees them, like, oh my God, beam
me up.
Really. And then number 5, and I had never heard this one, and I don't know about this one. Bigfoot is really a giant ground sloth.
Nah, he moves too fast for that.
I don't know. Uh-oh.
It doesn't look anything like Sid to me.
Uh-oh. I got to read number 6, and this.
Yeah, you got to clean it up or something? What's that?
No, it's clean, but it's kind of unclean. Sasquatches occasionally sodomize domestic cows.
Must be from Alabama.
Or West Virginia.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, then we're going to skip that one. Sasquatch, number 7, Sasquatches appear in the Bible. We're not even going to go there. Number 8, 10% of Sasquatches might be gay. Really? I mean,
if there's only one, how can 10% of it?
Whoever wrote this article did not have much to do, did they? Sasquatches bury their dead. Okay. Number 10, the government captured a live Sasquatch in 1999. Really? A number of simultaneous fires ravaged Battle Mountain, Nevada. An injured Bigfoot was supposedly spotted in the carnage before being whisked away by government officials for treatment. What did they do? Treat him for his burns and let him go?
Obviously didn't let him go.
And number 11, Bigfoot calls have been documented and can easily be mimicked. Really? Finding Bigfoot? Come on.
Yeah. Hello? Hey, this is Bigfoot. Oh, you mean a different kind.
Okay. This guy that wrote this article, Mark Mancini, did not have much going on yesterday. I mean, he
the guy that wrote the article.
Yeah,
he didn't have much going on for the past several years. I don't think
he was struggling, dude, to put
seeking attention.
He, with as much going on in the world, why the heck does he want to write this crap about real anyway? What do y'all think about that? Bigfoot? Come on. Really?
I'm still getting over the part of they want to give him citizenship. And that's why I'm just, it's okay. Let him have it.
Oh, golly. I don't, yeah, why give him citizenship?
Why not?
Well, we gave it to everybody else, didn't we?
That's right.
Why not give
him citizenship?
Apparently, he's been
get
here
him
for
on
a while.
Get him on a couple government programs, and the sightings will go up because you'll know where to find him the first of every month. Just stand out by his mailbox; he'll show up.
Oh my God! Really, man, I cannot believe that. And then one more thing, then we're going to get to something a little better. In Colorado, and I've been following this, lawmakers approve of sweeping gun control measures. And see, this is one of the first ones that's passed, y'all. So, brace yourselves. It's coming. And if you watch, it was really, really, really in the media every single day. First page news, front page news, just hammering, and then it started going away. Started getting back down. Now you have to scroll on down to find these articles and turn to the fourth and fifth page of the paper to find them. Fifth. But both chambers of the majority Democratic Colorado legislature approved a package of 4 gun control measures on Wednesday, capping months of debate. The most controversial of the bills are now headed to the desk of Democratic Governor John Hickenlooper. And it's
I bet you butchered that.
It's a ban on ammunition magazines more than 15 rounds, which the governor said he will sign into law. That's the first one that happens in Colorado, guys. It's coming. Stay tuned. You've got to stand up for your rights. Colorado is a, it's not a real populated state. It's one of your lesser populated states, but they have
got a lot of visitors.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of visitors, and a lot of people go out there hunting, elk hunting, and so that's coming next. And in some of these earlier reports of this bill that was trying to pass, it could have. They were even going after shotguns and rifles. And can you imagine that? Elk hunting in Colorado, as big as that is, one of the largest states out there for elk hunting, and they were actually could have banned shotguns and rifles. I don't know if that's still part of some of this that's trying to go through, but I mean, you got to stand up, guys, and pay attention to what's going on in your state. Write your senators, your congressmen, call them, email them, send letters. Do whatever you have to do. Start on your local level and work your way up. Make your voice heard. I cannot explain it enough. I can't just pound it out there enough. You've got to be part of it. You can't sit back idly and watch.
Nope.
They're coming after our guns. They're coming after our rights. They're coming after our freedoms. I mean, if you don't think it was important to our forefathers about the Second Amendment, it would not be the Second Amendment in the Constitution.
It'd be farther down the line,
It'd be way farther down the line. But it was number 2, y'all. Number 2. The right to keep and bear arms. And that's something that we've got to stand up and fight for out there. I mean, just think, if they come after our guns.
What's next?
If they get them, what are we going to do? What's next? Let's take this call. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors.
Hey, man. I'm listening to y'all talk, and if they do go ahead and ban all the gun laws and all, how many people you think is going to stand up and try to be a police officer then?
Well, the only reason they try to be a police officer is to have a handgun, and they
would give them the right to bear arms.
The only way, yeah, but it's still just not right. How many people are going to go against the law and keep their guns? I mean, I'm going to be one of them. They're not going to get all mine. I promise you, they're not.
Oh, they ain't getting none of mine either. Believe me.
They can come after ones that they know I have.
Yeah, I'm not going to say they're not going to get any. I got a few they can have, but there's going to be a lot of them they're not going to get.
I'm not going to give them up willingly either. None of us are. I'm going to fight. But the point of this is you got to stand up and fight. Not pull your gun on. Don't pull your gun on them, but ride them. Ride them. Call them and stand up and say, hey, I don't want this. I elected you to support, my feelings. Not just yours, but mine and everybody else's out there.
But nowadays, it's easier to go on a street corner and pick up a pistol or any type of gun that's been stolen.
Yeah. You'll be able to find them.
$50 to $200. That's the one that they really need to put more police officers out and actually try to get them instead of trying to go after people that's actually got the right kind of gun and the right that they went through to get them.
Amen. I agree 100%. But, I'm not a supporter of illegal guns and people owning illegal or owning guns illegally. I think there should be some sort of, background checks. I support that. I'm not I'm not against that at all. But I am against you taking my guns from me and you telling me what kind I can have and all this. I don't want them coming after guns for one reason, because that's the first place that they start. If you give up your guns, like Ronnie said a minute ago, what's next? What else are they going to make you do?
Anything they want to, because you will not be able to defend your rights anymore.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
You stand up and talk. We elect these officials. We elect them to do, that we elect them to listen to the majority of people in their area, not what they want, not what these one person up there that's elected want, what the people want.
Now I wonder, also another thing. I wonder if everything goes through like they're thinking, what they gonna do when the bombs and stuff start? A lot of people, you can get common household products and stuff.
Yes, you can.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot more burglaries and stuff to get the weapons that they can't get like they used to.
Well, if you take the guns from law-abiding citizens, who the heck's going to have them then? The daggone criminals are going to have them. And if you just to look at Chicago, look at the murder rate in Chicago. There was more than one murder per day in Chicago last year. And what does Chicago have? Gun control.
Yep.
So gun control doesn't work. Hey, we appreciate you calling in this morning, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it. You have a good morning.
You too.
What's going to happen if they ever take all of our guns away? The answer to his question is probably going to be that martial law will be in effect.
I would imagine.
It will have to be. And at that point, hey, it's whatever they want to happen, baby.
Yeah.
We won't have elected officials anymore. You'll have people just going up there taking office.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you won't be able to do a thing about it.
Nothing at all. I agree. Hey, we want to take another break. We'll come back in just a few minutes, guys. Thanks.
So how you do it, son?
Hey, Ronnie, you know how much people love Austin's Cattle Company?
How much do they love Austin's?
More than Charlie Daniels loves shredding a fiddle.
That's right. Everybody loves Austin's freshly hand-cut steaks. These award-winning steaks are cooked to perfection and served sizzling hot. Austin's Cattle Company was voted Best Steak, Best Hamburger, and Best Sports Bar in Valdosta by you. So when you get a hankering for a hot heaping helping of our delicious baby back ribs, shrimp, chicken, prime rib, seafood, or world-famous steaks, head on down to Exit 16 off I-75. Austin's. It's an addiction you never have to quit.
Austin, an addiction that you never have to quit.
Val Optics on Patterson Street in Valdosta, Georgia has been providing 1-hour service for 25 years. From eyeglass repair to eye exams conducted by one of 2 on-site optometrists, Val Optics is there for all of your eyesight concerns. There is no need for an appointment and most insurances are accepted. Val Optics also accepts outside prescriptions. So if you need eyeglass repair or an eye exam, stop by Val Optics at 601 North Patterson Street, Valdosta, Georgia. 25 years in business says it all. Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200. There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta.
Moss Trim Shop is Valdosta's oldest automotive upholstery shop. From automotive to marine upholstery to convertible and vinyl top, Moss Trim Shop can cover all your sewing needs. Locally owned and operated by Bobby Brantley, Moss Trim Shop become Valdosta's oldest and best in the upholstery business by being a dependable, service-oriented, and on time with your project. So if you have an automotive or marine upholstery need, stop by Moss Trim Shop at 733 East Hill Avenue or give them a call at 229-242-8544.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors. Hey, we got a new pope. Did you hear about that?
Good.
Elected a new pope yesterday. And I think he, from what I've been reading on here, he seems like a really good guy. He was, I think he was second.
You would think. He's a pope.
You know what I mean. But he was a second line last time. This guy's only got one lung, from what I understand. Had a lung removed several years ago. I think he's 76 years old. So good luck to him. Pray for him. I think he'll do a great job. One of the fastest ones ever elected or appointed, or whichever way you want to put it. So,
yeah, it was pretty quick, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it was the fastest ever. And one more thing before we get to something else we're going to talk about is Tiger's ex-wife has a new man. Tiger Woods.
I thought they were getting back together.
Oh, no, son. She is dating a billionaire.
Imagine that.
And she's thinking, Tiger who? Yeah. He's just a millionaire. I'm dating a billionaire.
Tiger's just a stepping stone, I'm afraid.
That's right. But, Ronnie, you got something you want to cover over there?
Well, I do. Before we get into that, though, we were talking about this gun issue. Mm-hmm. And everybody always keep this in mind. You need to get a hold of your congressmen, your senators, and everybody else, and tell them how you feel about it. You can do that at congress.org. Turn righteous anger into positive action.
That's right. That's right.
What's the best excuse you ever used for being late for work, Daryl?
The best, the funniest, or the most ludicrous, or what do you want to put?
C. All the above.
Well, I don't know. Probably claiming to have a flat tire when you didn't.
Oh, everybody does that. Mm-hmm. And the train and traffic.
But you know what? I can say this. In 8 years, in the past 8 years with CJB, I really don't remember the last time I was late for work.
Okay.
I mean, used to back in my young days when I was 18, 19, 20.
And you can't.
I was never late for work. If I was going to be late, I just didn't go.
Right.
But, I did kind of grow up a little bit finally. Last year.
I was thinking last week.
Well, okay. What you got? What's some of the funniest from you?
Well, looking at it here, this is a pretty strange one. One of them, I would never be caught in a situation, but I don't carry a purse. Employee dropped her purse into a coin-operated newspaper box and couldn't retrieve it without change, which was in her purse. Okay. One guy left the apartment with his roommate's girlfriend's shoes on and had to go back and change.
Oh, come on.
I wouldn't say that one.
Come on, really?
Yeah, this is one that could probably happen to Steve. Angry wife had frozen his truck keys in a glass of water in the freezer. So he had to wait to thaw them out. That ought to take like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it shouldn't take long.
Don't you have running hot water in the house, dude?
I know. Come on. Oh, man.
One employee got a late start because she was putting a raincoat on her concrete duck in the front yard because it was going to rain later that day.
Come on. Concrete, oh, God almighty.
One guy was attempting to cut his own hair before work, and the clipper stopped working, so he had to wait till the barber shop opened to fix his hair.
Put a hat on, dude.
Employee's car was attacked by a bear. And luckily, the employee had photographic evidence that it actually did happen.
Okay.
One lady drove to her previous employer by mistake. I forgot I didn't work there anymore. What a dork.
Oh,
One person claimed to have delivered a stranger's baby on the side of the highway. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah, me too. I always do that.
This is my favorite one right here. The employee's car wouldn't start because the device measuring blood alcohol level showed he was intoxicated.
Really? I've heard some doozies at work. One time somebody called in because their dog was having puppies.
That was recently, wasn't it? Didn't you? I thought I remembered you talking about that.
Yeah, it wasn't too long ago, but their dog was having puppies. Really? I mean, I think they can handle that on their own. They're pretty anyway, I'd throw them outside and say,
it's not as simple as you think.
Oh, yeah, it is. A dog does it every day, Daryl. Don't argue with me.
Not every day.
Daryl, turn his microphone off, Daryl. Turn Daryl's microphone. I'm just kidding. I got some funny ones. My parrot died, so I was late to work. I was planning his funeral.
Well,
And I tripped over Grandma, and she lost her dentures. I've been looking for them all morning.
Look under the couch, dude.
The best one, my alarm clock didn't go off. Really?
Oh, boy, I bet that's original.
Yeah. I dreamed that I was fired, so I didn't bother waking up. Oh man, I don't know. You know what? There's been some doozies though. People just don't want to admit that sometimes things happen. Life gets in the way every now and then, and you're just going to be late for something. I don't remember last time I was late for work, but I mean, I'm sure I have been. There's no doubt in my mind I have been, because nobody's perfect. I've been late for other things just because life happens.
Here's one right here that just it's got Daryl written all over it.
Me or him?
If this is not a Daryl Nichols, there's never been one.
Oh my God!
I walked into a spider web on the way out the door, couldn't find the spider, so I had to go inside and take a shower.
You dang right, son. I guarantee you. Now I'd have to use that one.
How about this one? My left turn signal was broken, so I had to make right turns all the way to work.
At
least they're creative.
That could
you should have
work.
checked your blinker fluid.
Yeah, that's right. But that could work. That could actually work, Ronnie.
Yeah.
You know why? Because all you got to do is say, "Do you want me to break the law? Really? Or you're telling me I got to break the law to get to work?" You know what I say if I was their boss? No, just leave earlier next time. That's what I say all the time. Well, you're late. I'm sorry, I'm late. We'll leave earlier next time.
I feel like I'm in everybody's way if I show up on time. A groundhog bit my bike tire and made it flat. This probably happened to somebody recently around here, I would think. My driveway washed away in the rain last night.
You know what? One time I was late for work. This was over 8 years ago when I was working at another place here in Valdosta, and we had the hurricanes coming through. I was actually late for work that morning because I barely found a way to get to work because of all the trees in the road. And that's the honest truth. I was late that day. But you know what? They didn't even hold that against me because half the people didn't even show up.
Well,
and it was a rough one now. But yeah, I know I was late then. And knock on wood, I haven't had a flat tire keep me from getting there on time, a battery dead to keep me, and then things happen. But I've always been able to overcome it and get there on time. Here lately. So probably tomorrow or today, I'm going to be late for work. One of the two. Lean your head over here, Daryl. Let me knock on wood. Daryl, what are some of the excuses you've used?
My cat had the hiccups.
That's pretty much it. Just didn't wake up.
A raccoon bit me, and I had to go to the hospital to make sure I didn't have rabies.
Yeah, I'm with you. If I was going to be late, I'm not going to even come.
Oh, yeah, you're about right.
Yeah.
If you're going to be late, we might as well not come.
Yeah. Ain't like we can run that thing you're doing over there. Lord help me. Oh, man.
I got distracted watching the Today Show.
Oh, good grief. I've always wondered, I've always had jobs that you had to get there early, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I've always wondered how it would feel and how it would be, and I don't really want to go through this, of having like one of these 9 to 5 jobs, Yeah. Because I know what it'd do. I just wind up sleeping in later, stay up later at night and sleep in later, and then get up and be in a rush for work again.
That's it.
It's like, it's always, I don't know.
Why don't you just try throwing this one at your employer? I believe my commute time should count towards work hours.
Hey, I don't know.
Some places you do.
I have worked contracting jobs where that did count, but we had to be at the shop by X whatever time in the morning. Then our time started as we drove to the job, but not back. And that could be a good one. Mm-hmm. You know what? Turkey season's coming up, Ronnie.
It's quick.
It's quick, and I want to go out in the woods and listen for some turkeys this weekend. You want to go?
Let's do it Saturday morning.
Saturday morning?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm going to have my daughters with me this weekend. I bet you one of them might want to come with me. I think I'm going to throw one of them in the truck with me if I can round one of them out.
It'd be a good weekend to do that.
It would. And,
good experimental weekend. Let's see how still they can be.
Y'all are so cruel.
At least we're not hunting.
Right. This is a trial run.
But I think I'll carry one of them with us.
And let them know it's a test. It is only a test.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to see just how good they do. I will carry them hunting this year. I will carry them turkey hunting. I ain't going to carry them opening weekend.
They're pretty good. They really are.
Oh, they're real good.
Considering where they came from, they're great kids.
Thanks a lot. No, I will carry them. They're begging me to go. They want to go so bad. And I'm going to carry them. I'm going to take them with me, and I'm going to try my best to get it on camera with them being with me, either them shooting or me shooting, either one, but them being with me when I'm turkey hunting this year. I want them to shoot, but Madison, I don't know. At least it doesn't have a scope on it. She ain't going to bust her eye again.
I've got a 410.
I don't know. I might do that. But, 410 shells are high. You seen any of them lately?
I've got some.
Grief, man. They're
don't
high.
need but one.
Don't need but one. I can back her up with a 12 gauge. And that'd be funny, backing her up with a 12 gauge, calling and filming at the same time. Now, that'll work out real well.
Yeah, I want to see that.
That's an interesting combo.
Might better get me a blind. No, I think
Dr.
blindfolded, huh?
Doc Ock over there.
Actually, this morning before I left the house, I had to go upstairs to my closet, and I got a closet with all my camouflage clothes in it, a lot of my hunting supplies in it, my own personal closet because Michelle won't let me have nowhere else.
It's that closet that you see on TV when you open the door, you get
things just fall out of it. It really is. I mean, it's really like that.
Pile of stuff.
But I had to get my camera out this morning because I got get some work done on my camera, and found a place in Valdosta that does it anyway.
Cool.
And I opened it up and half the stuff fell out, so I was fumbling around, and making a lot of noise right above our bedroom. Scared I was going to wake everybody up. But anyway, I was fumbling around, getting stuff in and out, and I just forgot just what all I had for turkey hunting, dude. I got something in there perfect to conceal my kids behind while I'm turkey hunting. We're going to talk about that a little bit when we get back. Some of the camouflage you use. I think that'd be a good topic.
Some camouflage.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for listening to The Good Outdoors, everybody. We'll be right back in about 3 minutes.
With over 40,000 machines in the field, the pro's choice is Dixie Chopper. Be a pro, buy a chopper. Built right here in America with one simple goal. Build a mower that cuts more grass and doesn't break when you use it. Be a pro, buy a chopper. With Chopper's price, performance, and reliability guarantee, make the smart choice. Be a pro, buy a chopper.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't. And when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We're running out of time. We're drawing the line. This is our battle cry.
Huntin' is Good TV is an action-packed hunting show with a mission to secure our hunting heritage. Join Steve Nichols, Trey Weatherington, and Neil Armati each week as they hunt across the U.S. and Canada with pro athletes, actors, wounded warriors, kids, and regular old Joes who know hunting is good. Huntin' is Good TV airs on Pursuit Channel and is available on Dish Network Channel 240 and DirecTV Channel 604. For more info, visit huntingisgoodtv.com and follow on Facebook at facebook.com/HIG TV show. You can also use your high-speed internet connection to watch online by logging on to filmon.com at the airtimes posted on our website. And remember, hunting is good.
This is our battle cry.
So, Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors radio show here from beautiful Valdosta, Georgia. Man, I'm glad to be here this morning.
I'm glad to be anywhere this morning.
Nice morning out there. We're going to cover the weather here in about another 45 minutes. Daryl Sample Jr. looking out.
Yeah, and that's the outside window. Don't do that. It's behind.
No, it looked like some blue lights went flying by.
Oh, as long as they're flying by, it's okay.
As long as they ain't pulling up in here.
That's why I was making sure.
Oh.
I mean, did I do anything wrong this morning on the way to work? I'm trying to remember.
How many chickens did you blow up next to the fence?
Oh, no, I wasn't speeding that bad this morning, just 78 miles an hour.
Well, the ones that you left alone, I caught up with them.
Hey, man. Talk about turkey hunting and camouflage and things that you need to do. What I say you need to do, things I think you need to do. I've got the perfect thing to carry my kids with this year. I got this big, it's a type of ghillie suit type thing. It is really a ghillie suit. It's like a poncho that you put over you. That's this leafy camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you, man, that thing is awesome. The colors are perfect. It looks like a big old bush sitting there. And what I can do is take that thing and put it up in front of us like a blind, and men, whichever one of them can get behind it. And the only thing that's going to be sticking out is the camera, but I've also used it and took, on the tripod and took the piece of it and draped over the camera pretty good. So it works good, man, but I'm excited. I'm ready to try it out. The camouflage you need, when you're turkey hunting, it's very, very important to wear all the camouflage you can wear.
Everything.
I mean, I can't stress
Ladies,
it
if
enough.
you're going and you got earrings on, make sure they're camouflage earrings.
Yeah, make sure they're not shiny.
So what were you saying? Turkey's got great eyesight?
They have perfect eyesight.
Yeah. Oh. Really, 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 really good eyesight.
They shouldn't call it eagle eye. They should call it turkey eye.
Yeah, you're right. But let me tell you, man, it's just turkeys can see really well, and if you're gonna turkey hunt, I'm trying to do something right here. Excuse me a minute. But if you're going to turkey hunt, I suggest you go total camouflage. Doesn't have to match. Needs to have some green in it. It's springtime. Mm-hmm. Things are starting to bud out. You need to have, usually down in the South, you need to have green in it, involved in it. That doesn't need to match by no means. But gloves are important. If you got your gloves on your gun, and a gun, that brings up another good thing. If you're hunting in the morning time, is not near as bad, but when you're on up in the day, in mid-morning, midday, mid-afternoon, when the sun's up, if your gun is shining, if you've got it all cleaned up and sparkly and pretty and all that, dude, he might be able to see that. Just a little tint, or not tint, but a little sparkle of sun hitting the wrong place on it. And that turkey's going to say, man, I've never seen a leaf sparkle before.
You've never seen a wet leaf before?
Well, not that way. Not in the midday. Not unless it's raining and all. Well,
I just thought I'd say it for somebody else did. My bad.
But I can't stress camouflage enough. Gloves, hat,
shoes,
face mask, shoes,
dark socks.
Just like Al covered that morning.
Yeah, no white socks.
No white socks if your pants come up above them. Mm-hmm. So you got there's just so many things.
If your pants come up above your socks, you probably need to check in and get some more pants anyway.
You probably do. But I have seen people, I actually filmed somebody last year that wore shorts turkey hunting. Now, this is unbelievable. If you think about it, it's really not. But we were in a blind.
He was pretty sure the mosquitoes weren't going to be a problem, wasn't he?
Yeah, we were in a blind.
Ooh, thinking mosquitoes. You hear about those new mosquitoes that got out in Florida to talk about?
Yeah, the ones as big as pterodactyls?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's Florida. We ain't worried about Florida. I'm only 5 miles from where I live. I ain't worried about them.
Yeah,
they will not come across the line. But he actually Turkey.
What he said about the love bugs.
He had a long sleeve camouflage shirt on and a hat and shorts, but we were sitting in a blind and we did not, But we knew.
Well, that's
okay.
what would happen.
Yeah, and it was perfect. It worked out good. 'Cause when I got there that morning to his house, I said, "Man, where are you going, to the beach or what?" He's, "No, we're going turkey hunting." I said, "Really?" It was hot.
He was pretty confident the turkey was going to come to him, and he wasn't going to have to meet him halfway.
He knew what he was doing.
Okay,
he sure did, because we killed turkey that morning.
Must be Al.
No. This was actually in Alabama last year, so it was a good time. But he knew what he was doing. The turkeys did come. They flew down. We were right there on top of them, right where they roosted at. They within an hour we had the bird dead, and he was in shorts, and everything was good. And then the
bird was in shorts too.
Well, no, the bird was naked. All he had was feathers on.
Oh,
now when we come out of the woods, we come out at a brisk pace. Because, like you said, the mosquitoes was wearing his legs out, so we come on up out the woods in a hurry. But no, I can't stress camouflage enough, y'all. A good face mask. You can have whatever kind of face mask you want, but you've got to get yourself covered and concealed. If you're using a slate call, your hands are moving. You got to have some good gloves. Your hands are moving with that slate call or with that box call, and you never know when one's going to sneak in silent. Man, they do it all the time. If you noticed last Saturday, we had one silent, or had actually two, on our left-hand side, come up. We hadn't been hearing them gobbling in a long time.
And all of a sudden, bam, there they were.
On top of us.
Yes.
So you never know, especially a younger bird that's not the dominant bird in there. If there is a big dominant bird in there, he's going to come in hushed. He hears them hens calling, he's liable to come in there and not say nothing. He's going to say, "Let me sneak up in here. I'm going to grab this woman. I'm going to get out of here because I don't want to get my butt kicked."
Now, he wants to sneak up in there and take a look at her, make sure she's not ugly before he starts talking to her.
Oh, man. Camouflage is the key, man. I love to wear good camouflage, good green colors in mine, a good hat, that's not bright. And I've seen turkeys, I swear it looks like you can see your eyeballs move at times. Honestly, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But sometimes.
If they could smell like they can see, you'd never kill one. You'd have to hit them with a car.
And I've also seen birds. I've also seen birds that I've been calling in that I've called the dumbest birds in the world, but all it was, they're love struck. They're just love struck. And I've been able to move before when I said, "Man, why did I get away with that movement? What's going on?" But
because he come busting up in there like a 17-year-old teenage boy.
His mind was elsewhere, and sure enough, in about 30 seconds, his mind was elsewhere.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere. But no, man, it's so. I got so many funny stories turkey hunting. It's pitiful, man. Just the misses over the years I've seen, the misses I've had, because I've actually missed. It's not hard to do.
No, it's not hard to do. He could be close.
It'd be 10 yards. It's like shooting a rifle, man. I mean, really. And I've been, overcome and just caught up in the heat of the moment. It's like that big buck walking out. I get turkey fever, and I haven't missed that often, but I'm not afraid to tell you that I have missed. Honestly, I have. And
if you've never missed, you've never hunted very much.
You're going to miss. Now, the biggest thing I want to do is kill one with a bow, and I'm going to try it again some this year. Not every weekend. I'm not to the point that I want to do that because I'll do a lot more calling, like for Matt and you or anybody else this year. But I want to kill one with a bow, and I'm going to have some help. So I'm going to talk with Al about that and see if me and him can get that done. Goodbye. That's something we need to cover too. How many people out there bow hunt turkeys? I wonder. If you bow hunt turkeys, I'd like for you to call in and tell me how you do it and what you do. If you do it in a blind, you do it on the ground, things like that. 229-253-0995. I don't want to do it in a blind. I want to do it on the ground.
That's going to be tough.
It is. It's going to be tough, but I've got a secret weapon. I've got Tim.
You got something to draw that bow back and hold it for you for a long time.
No. But I've got Tim Knight. He called in that morning, and I listened to him intently last year at a seminar he done, and he showed some of his tips and tactics and how he does it. And he camouflages his bow. He's got a picture of his bow up on Facebook right now. You know how he does it? He goes to Dollar Tree and buys this ivy, this little green ivy that's only, about 3 foot long.
Yeah.
And he puts that on his bow in different places where it doesn't impede his bow any. And he uses that, and it works really, really well. And he's got a little tripod built where his bow's standing up. forgot what he built a tripod out of, but it was something like a little small camera tripod, a little bitty one. He built it out of that and attached it to his bow, where his bow's standing up like that. And then he can go out in the middle of a field. I mean, I've literally seen videos where he's out in the middle of a field, no cover, no nothing, him and his camouflage and his bow in front of him to help break up his outline and kill turkeys. And he's killed over 100 with his bow. He's unbelievable, but he's good at it. But I don't know.
Master.
Yeah, I have to get with Mitch and get up there and possibly turn my bow down a little bit. Mine's still set on 70 pounds. I may want to take it down to 50. You know, well, it really is easier to draw back on that.
Yeah, and hold.
You don't need to. You don't need as much. You don't need 70 pounds worth of draw to go through a turkey. But I don't know. I'd like to give it a shot. I'm gonna try it. But camouflage, a lot of people when they're out in the woods, some people wear these ghillie suits. Those are good. Those are excellent for turkey hunting. Some people just, they're run and gun a lot like I do. You can't have that ghillie suit on all the time. It gets in the way. So you just wear a leafy suit or just good camouflage. Mm-hmm. Sitting down, some people carry these portable blinds with them to put a blind up in front of them. About 2 foot tall, be up right up in front of you. It'd be a good thing to have.
Yeah, I was thinking about you talking about turning that bow down. That's kind of a give and take thing there too, isn't it? Because you're going to slow your airspeed, and the turkey's pretty quick.
Yeah, he's pretty fast. You're right. Yeah, I agree. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller. You're on the Good Outdoors.
Man, y'all sitting there talking about bow hunting with the turkeys. I ain't never bow hunted, but I had a friend of mine go with me, and he took a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
I got to tell y'all this, man. He took a shot at that thing, and I bet it slung it about 20 feet with the arrow. The feathers got caught in it, and come to find out, I think his bow was like a 160-pound pull.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my God, man.
He got the turkey there, didn't he?
Yeah, he got the turkey. It was messed up a little bit, but he got the turkey. I mean,
people crossbow hunt. They hunt them with crossbows, hunt them with regular bows. I mean, you can turn your bow up. You can keep it up at 70 pounds like we have now, or you can turn it down. Either way.
Yeah.
And Go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead, man.
I'm not sure about a crossbow. I don't know if you can really adjust the pull on them or not.
Be able to.
You should be able to change the cams or something. I don't know. But you turkey hunt a lot?
A little bit. We go down to Florida sometimes.
Yeah.
And then Worth County, that's about it. Backside of Chris County and Wilcox.
Oh yeah.
But now right there before you get to Tallahassee,
mm-hmm.
I think it's Bainbridge.
Mm-hmm.
They got little railroad tracks right there. Man, I tell you what, every turkey season we go down there and get everything set up. I bet you that train track right there, they about 60 turkeys lined up down there in that little area.
Man, they like to get out in the open. Them gobblers doing strut all the time, man. They show off for them women. That's what they do. And train track's a good place to do it.
I guess they take after us a little bit, huh?
Oh, man, I like. When I was young, I'd get out there and strut my stuff for a woman, too. Most
still
of them
does.
say, put it back on.
Still walks around with his chest all popped out.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we appreciate you calling in, buddy.
All right, man. You have a good one.
You too, man. Hey, we got to hit another break. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, little league, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia. Woo-wee! Sweet Tea Smokehouse on South Hutchinson Avenue, Adel is the bomb. You ain't had good old South Georgia barbecue if you ain't been to Sweet Tea Smokehouse. Ribs, chicken, pork, beef, good grief, this is some fine eating. And it ain't called Sweet Teas for nothing. Ice cold sweet tea and good old barbecue plate with all the trimmings is what living in the South is all about. Head up Highway 41 north towards Adel. Swing into Sweet Tea Smokehouse for lunch or dinner. Great southern barbecue like it's supposed to be. And don't forget some of that fine Brunswick stew. Woo-wee!
Hi, I'm Barry Broom with Allstate Insurance Company. I'm a big fan of the great outdoors. There are many recreational activities that allow us to enjoy God's creation. There's boating, camping, hunting, hiking, fishing. Think about all the gear, equipment, and vehicles that we have that make those times outdoors so memorable. When it comes to protecting and insuring your firearm, your boat, RV, camper, four-wheeler, even your golf cart, think of me, Barry Broom, your Allstate agent. Call me at 229-244-9856 or visit me online at barrybroom.com. Go make a memory. Enjoy your great outdoors.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't, and when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Brigman & Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira, Georgia specializes in custom-built cabinets. You can come in and sit down with our staff and start from scratch to develop the perfect cabinet layout. Or bring in your plans and start there. From design to installation, Brigman & Brigman can help you every step of the way. Estimates are always free, and your satisfaction is our goal. Whether it's a remodel, a spec house, or your custom-built dream home, give Brigman & Brigman Cabinets in Hayhira a call at 229-794-2108 to set up an appointment. Crystal River Seafood on St. Augustine Road in Valdosta is a fine seafood dining experience. Folks from miles around come in to enjoy the fine seafood and friendly atmosphere Crystal River has to offer. Their friendly staff makes your dining experience one to remember, as well as one to repeat. Fish like grouper, salmon, mahi, catfish are always great choices, along with shrimp, oysters, crab cakes, and crab legs. Hey, you not in the mood for seafood? Order a juicy ribeye steak. Crystal River Seafood is open for lunch and dinner. Crystal River Seafood, 958 St. Augustine Road, Valdosta, Georgia.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Oh, excuse me.
Once again, I'm surrounded by turkeys.
We talking about camouflage tips, man. There's so many ways a tom can pick you out, or a turkey, period. Mm-hmm. And you're busted in the woods, even if you got hens around you. One of the best things to do, to me, is dress up the way you're gonna. Before you go turkey hunting in the morning, when you start off every year, I go through a ritual like the Friday night before. I'll go through a ritual because it's like opening day of gun season to me, of deer season. I put on every drop of camouflage, everything I'm going to have on in the woods the morning before or the morning after, and I put it on that Friday night, and I go stand in front of the mirror and I look. Is anything missing? Is anything shiny? Is anything sticking out that'll alert this turkey?
Man, I'm sexy.
I take pictures and look at myself and all this and that. No, anyway, yeah. But, one thing I don't do is I do not wear any white clothing that might stick out. I don't wear a white T-shirt up under anything while I'm turkey hunting, period.
Does my butt make These pants make my butt look big? No, your butt makes the pants look big.
For 4 weeks before, I'll get in the tanning bed naked, and I'll tan my butt. I don't go quite that far. No, but right now, honestly, all jokes aside, right down to my underwear.
Somebody please gouge out my mental eye.
I know. Right down to my underwear. Honestly, I will not wear, the old Fruit of the Loom.
You wear G.I. Joe underdrawers.
No, I actually wear dark colored underwear with no white because you never know. You might have plumbers crash or something. You know what I mean? But no.
That's what they make duct tape for.
I do a mental check and my boots and my socks and everything. I mean, I'm right down to the T. I'm wearing some sort of dark color or camouflage on every piece, and I'll stand in front of the mirror and make sure that nothing's sticking out. I carry a water bottle with me a lot of times when
You camouflage it?
Actually, I have before, but I don't now because I have a different way to carry it. But in the past, I've carried water bottles. Some of them have that white top on them, and I have actually taken a pen, a marker, and colored that black.
You should get you a hot glue gun and put ivy all over it.
No, what I do now is just put it on the inside of my turkey vest. That way it doesn't stick out. But a little thing like that, when you're sitting down, when you're calling this turkey with your back up against a tree or whatever position you're in, you never know. That bottle could be sticking out, and it could be the one thing that turkey sees. So you've got to pay attention to every little detail. It might be a zipper. It might be a zipper on your vest or something that's too bright, shiny. You may have to tone it down some. Your rangefinders. If you take your rangefinder with you, get you some camouflage tape. If it's got a bright spot on it, not the glass, of course, you can't do that. But anywhere else, you got to camouflage it. Your gun the same way. You don't have to camouflage tape your gun. They make tape out there to make things out there that will not stick to it and will not mess it up and leave any residue on it. Now, Used to, they didn't. Got some guns with that on still.
Yeah.
But, I keep every part that I have, everything that I have is just dark as it can be. Your mouth calls. Mouth calls are usually bright colors. And they sell these turkey hunting hats and stuff. On the brim of these hats, they have pockets in them for your turkey call, your mouth calls. To me, that's the worst thing in the world to do. You got your camouflage hat on with this bright yellow blob sticking right there, or this bright orange one on the other side. So no, I don't do that. I keep them in my pocket.
Do turkeys see colors?
Yes, they sure do. They see colors. They
positive?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Ain't no doubt in my mind. I mean, why would
From
I?
What you're explaining, it seems like they're very picky.
Why would I be worried about a white cap if they didn't? I mean, really, I'm not being smart, but they do see colors.
Well, that was my question, because everybody says deer see in black and white.
Well, deer, yeah, they used to say it was only black and white, but deer do see some colors now. They don't see. Well, they always seen some colors, and they understand better, like blues and stuff like that. They see
UVs. UVs are very important too, because that's that glowing blue hue.
Mm-hmm. And that's what deer see a lot on the colors. They don't see orange. They see it as a, and that's what kills me when you're trying to hunt, is you have this orange blob sitting up in a tree. Really? It's not orange to
Once
the
you
deer.
get in the stand, though, can't you take it off?
Not in Georgia.
Not in Georgia.
In Alabama you can, but not in Georgia. But they have this big orange blob. It's not orange to the deer. You have this big basic gray blob sitting there. You're camouflaged head to toe with this whole gray-looking blob right here, and that just kills me with deer. But with turkey, luckily you don't have to wear one. Now, what is smart is if you're on public land, especially or in a hunting club with a lot of people, after you kill a turkey, son, I'll put some orange on it. I might even sing and dance coming out of the woods when I've got that turkey over my shoulder. But I'll have something up there. You going to know I'm coming out the woods, buddy.
Yeah.
If you're in there hunting, you got to be safe. Camouflage, I mean, I go through, honestly, I stand there in the mirror at the start of every season, and I'll look. And I say, what is missing? What's sticking out? What's wrong with this picture? And make sure it's nothing, the worst thing you can do is wear a white T-shirt. I know a lot of people that wear white T-shirts under. You don't need to do that turkey hunting. That collar may be sticking out when you're moving and you're turning in different ways like this when you're sitting down. That white T-shirt may poke out from under your collar, and there you go. You're busted. He's gone. Can't say it enough.
It almost seems like white's really he's carried a white. Because what if you were around plants that's got like white flowers in it?
It's really, I mean, you don't see that a lot. You really don't see that a lot in the woods, Daryl. I mean,
I know. It just seems like the white seems to be more prone to the turkey than anything.
No, any kind of color is prone to the turkey. I mean, any kind of color or bright glare. Even if you're carrying a knife, a lot of people wear a knife on them. The button, if it snaps, can be a bright color. It could be old and worn off right down into bare metal. Even something simple as that can give you away. I'm not saying it's going to every time. I'm saying it can.
It's almost like there's something bright that gets their attention, really.
It is. Binoculars, you got to, put tape on them. Bootlaces. Really, I mean, anything like that. Anything that can give off a bright color. So I look at myself head to toe. And I usually wear white socks. I'm not one to wear dark socks. But with my boots, I wear the short socks when I'm turkey hunting. That way my socks are not above my boots. Or wear my snake boots. You need to wear snake boots during turkey season anyway. A lot of times I wear my snake boots.
Yeah.
Depending on where I'm going and all that. And the other important thing is match your environment. I covered a little bit of that earlier. You don't want to be sitting there with all like a hardwoods camouflage on when it's springtime.
Nope.
You want to have some greens. You want to blend in, match your environment, blend into your surroundings. You've got to have some green. Man, I've got a really, really lightweight pant and shirt set that I love to wear during turkey season. It's full of color, full of greens, and it works really well, really well. I was sitting there last year, had Alexis out here with me. She had on some camouflage, and it wasn't the best camouflage matching my surroundings, but it's all I had for her at the time. So I put her in a spot, and it was more like hardwoods, had very little green in it, but I found this perfect setup for her. It was a dead oak tree limb, big one, and backed her up into it. And I had her sit there. When things got slow, I said, sit there a few minutes, and I'm going to walk down the road and call, and I'm going to come right back. I didn't go 100 yards. And as I got coming back, I knew where she was at, and I kept looking for her, and it was really hard to pick her out until I got right on top of her because she blended in very well. Very well. I took pictures of it, as a matter of fact. She was actually blending in very good. Just simple tips as that. Just stand in front of the mirror and look at what you're going to be in. Look at what you're going to be wearing to see if it sticks out.
It's not just colors that matter either. You need to pick out some materials that's going to be quiet.
Oh, God, yeah.
That's one of the biggest things that people never think about. You got all these blends and stuff out there now that every time you move, it sounds like wadding up a piece of paper or unwrapping some plastic or something. You need to stick with like the 100% cottons, brushed denims, wool, saddlecloth, fleece. Yes. Whenever you go to buy this stuff, put it on. Go put it on and move around in it before you buy it.
Feel it, like you said. Feel it and see if it's a soft mesh. That one pair of pants and shirt I've got is really lightweight material. It's really, really quiet. The loudest thing that I wear is my turkey vest, and it's still very quiet.
Especially if you got a box call in the pocket.
I had a box call in the pocket.
That one that went bye-bye.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing. You know, you got to think about that too. That's something else we need to bring up. Walking into the woods, we were Saturday morning. Me and Ronnie and Matt. I had an old box call. It was just, I didn't like it. It never did sound right. It was a gift to me, at an event I went to, and it was a really, really cheap call. Just did not work out. Me and it never got along, and it's totally wood. And we were walking down to where these turkeys were gobbling. It was starting to break daylight, and we was trying to get closer to them. Every time I took a step, that thing Ronnie over there, chirp, chirp, every single time.
I'd look at him like, dude, really?
I got mad and I reached back there to try to pull this thing out.
He couldn't even get it out by itself,
and still got it wherever it's at. Thing on the bottom that you can adjust the sound with, and like I said, it was a gift. I wouldn't.
It took two of us to get this thing out of the vest.
Ronnie helped me get it out, and I slung that sucker as hard as I could.
No, you didn't sling it.
Well,
you flung it.
Yeah, it's gone. Anyway.
It hit about 6 trees on the way too, so talk about being quiet.
And I got rid of it. That's another thing, you know, with a box call, you have to be careful walking in the woods if you got a box call. You can tie them up. This one, I had it tied up, didn't have it tied up tight enough, but it made noise whatever you did. It was,
you know, I think when you threw it, we actually had a gobbler respond to it.
Probably so. As much racket as it made. But I'm telling you, you got to be careful with that. Make sure your box call is tied up good where it's not making sounds. It's not hitting things when you walk in the woods, because just like Ronnie can attest, chirp, chirp. Every time I took a step,
every step.
I got mad. I got another one now in the truck. Somebody gave me yesterday. Donnie Lankford gave me one, or 2 days ago, and I got to do a little work on an old Lynch box call, man. I think it's number 102, model number 102 or something like that. It's an old one. He's had it for years and years. I got to do a little work on it and try to get it tuned in. I'm going to try to see if it makes some good sound and use it a little bit.
Yep.
Just because it's old, been around for a long time.
Need to try to go 3D as much as you can too, like you were talking about, like your ghillie suit and all. Anytime you can find something that's got detached pieces or just loose pieces hanging off of it, the better off you're going to be. It breaks up your shape.
Leafy suits, man, can't say enough about them. Them leafy suits are excellent for turkey hunting. They might get hung up a lot in the woods, but they're excellent for turkey hunting. Make you blend in 3D, like Ronnie says. Hey, we got to take another break. Give us a call, 229-253-0995. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Service. It's a very simple word, but you'd think it's French. At Deep South Sanitation, our service will never be questioned. We are there when we say we'll be there. If there's a couple extra bags by the can, we pick it up. Deep South Sanitation don't care if the lid won't close. All the more reason to dump it. If you're elderly or disabled, the Deep South Sanitation team will get your can, dump it, and put it back. If trash blew out, we don't leave it, we pick it up. Keep the money you pay for sanitation services local by supporting Deep South Sanitation, a locally owned business. Call Carrie Scarborough today at Deep South Sanitation, 229-559-0200. It's that time of year. People everywhere will be scrambling to find somebody to take care of filing their taxes. Fast Tax and Bookkeeping at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q has a quick turnaround time and the knowledge to prepare your taxes properly, making sure you are getting what's due. With $25 1040 EZ filings, electronic refunds in a flash, military and college student discounts, and fast and friendly service, drop by and see Lisa Griffiths and the gang at 1407 West Hill Avenue, Suite Q, or give them a call at 229-253-0181 to schedule an appointment.
SWAT Graphics, located at 300 South Toombs Street, is the area's #1 graphic design service company. Specializing in graphic banners, stickers, signs, and design, SWAT Graphics can help from concept to completion. If you have a design idea for a company logo, SWAT Graphics can bring it to reality. Maybe you have a logo and just need it placed on a sign, sticker, or banner. Whatever the case, stop by SWAT Graphics at 300 South Toombs Street, Valdosta, or give them a call at 241-9185. SWAT Graphics, proud sponsor of the Good Outdoors.
Moss Trim Shop is Valdos's oldest automotive upholstery shop. From automotive to marine upholstery to convertible and vinyl top. Moss Trim Shop can cover all your sewing needs. Locally owned and operated by Bobby Brantley, Moss Trim Shop become Valdos's oldest and best in the upholstery business by being a dependable, service-oriented, and on time with your project. So if you have an automotive or marine upholstery need, stop by Moss Trim Shop at 733 East Hill Avenue or give them a call at 229-242-8544.
There's only one place in Valdosta if you want the freshest seafood in town. It's Bubba Jack's Crab Shack at 1700 West Hill Avenue. They got wild Georgia shrimp cooked about any way you could want it. Fried, peel and eat, grilled, or buffalo style. They got a Wednesday night oyster special at $7.99 a dozen, and that ain't no mistake. $7.99 a dozen, Wednesday night only. Bring the kids with you, and if they don't eat seafood, get them some chicken tender baskets or hamburger hot dog. And do not forget to try the fresh cut, hand-dipped onion rings at Bubba Jack's Crab Shack, 1700 West Hill Avenue, Valdosta.
Justamere Farm is a full boarding, training, and lessons facility conveniently located on Valdale Road in Hayhire. Justamere Farm offers a facility like no other in the area with many amenities to meet all your equine needs, whether it's riding, training, or boarding. If riding is your passion, Justamere has you covered with an indoor arena, a large lighted outdoor arena with an alleyway, a large jump course arena, a round pen for training, trails, and access to dirt roads. Private and shared lessons are available, so give Justamere Farms a call today at 229-460-2331.
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Yay, welcome back to The Good Outdoors, like the man said, with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie. But we ain't got no little Stevie this morning.
No, there's a good reason, though.
Oh, yeah, he's tired.
He's been running up down the road all week. And
he's here. He's just not physically
here. He's staying up late.
He's here, and he's here in our hearts and minds. Okay, no, he's not here today.
Whatever.
Hey, I tried.
No, he's been staying up late at night doing a lot of work for us, and getting this thing launched off the ground. And man, that's what I'm excited about is April 1st. Man, we're going. That's something good to talk about, Ronnie. April 1st, right after about 2 weeks into turkey season, we're going to be launching in Waycross and Brunswick, Perry, Georgia, and Macon, Georgia. To say the least. That's the least we're going to do. So we're going to be taking and bringing the Good Outdoors to many more areas and trying to get many more topics of conversation in the Good Outdoors.
Yes.
We're going to touch on a lot of different things then. We're going to totally restructure the show. It's going to be a little bit different.
Not totally.
Well, not totally. But we're going to have different people and different walks of life, different areas of the state to be able to tell us how they do things and how they hunt and what they like to do and fish. And get kids in the outdoors and things like that. And it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun time.
It's always going to be a fun time.
Oh, we have a fun time anyway.
Yeah.
Especially on what is tomorrow, Daryl?
Feel Good Friday.
That's right. We're going to have some fun tomorrow.
Well, you made that sound so enticing.
Enticing.
Feel Good Friday.
Because even tomorrow, it's even great because see, Wild Adventures is opening up for the season this weekend, and they got some new rides.
You got to go back in your cage now, don't you?
I believe if they would let him, Daryl would get a room at Wild Adventures and just stay there.
Well, he blends.
Well, no, that's only during Halloween Horror or whatever that place is called when he blends in.
I was thinking over around the monkey section.
Daryl,
they got rid of my relatives a long time ago.
Did they?
Yeah.
They ain't got no monkeys out there no more.
Not that I know of.
Really?
They could. I don't know. I'm trying to think where they moved in. Maybe see that real big cage that had a whole bunch of them in them.
He's a strange combination. He's like a cross between an orangutan and a silverback.
I don't know how to respond because I don't know what silverback is, so I'm lost.
That's a big old gorilla.
That's the big gorilla.
Yeah, you ever seen Gorillas in the Mist, dude?
No.
I figured you starred in it.
No, Planet of the Apes.
Oh, you know what? Funny thing you talk about that, Jackson. Talk about monkeys in a cage, and zoos and things. We was down at Jacksonville Zoo. This is several years ago, and they had like a wall of monkey cages at one time down there. Monkeys are funny. They are funny things.
Monkeys are nasty.
But yeah, they are. That's where I was going with this. We were walking down through there. Daddy was there, and the kids wanted to see the monkeys. I said, no. I said, I don't think so. I went, why? I said, well, we might go by there in a few minutes. Anyway, we kind of skirted around it here. You know what the monkeys were doing?
Flinging poo, probably.
Exactly right.
That's what monkeys do.
And there was this lady standing up there with, oh, look at the, what in the world?
That's what monkeys do.
That monkey done flung something out that cage all over them people. And the monkeys were laughing. I can swear to God they were laughing.
Did you see that? I hit that in the face.
They know what they're doing.
He run over on the limb and tapped him on the shoulder. Did you see that? Man, I laughed. It was so funny. Well, anyway, we viewed the monkeys from a distance. We did not get real close to them.
There's a few animals you got to watch out when you go to the zoo.
Like what, Daryl? I mean, you want to elaborate? I mean, really?
I don't know the names of them, but you see the videos out there of them spitting on people, throwing things at them. So, yeah.
That'd be a llama.
We were down there. Me and Michelle carried the two little ones, and Madison and Morgan went with us last year. And they had the giraffe. They got giraffes down at Jacksonville Zoo, and we were up there on the podium and all this and feeding the giraffe. I mean, the giraffe's got a tongue like you ain't never seen before. I mean, that sucker goes, I don't know, but it's funny to watch. Well, anyway, this little kid had these bamboo shoots is what they were feeding. You pay like $1 and you get these bamboo shoots, and you stand up there with the park person and help feed them. And this little girl, she got her, she wasn't about 8 years old, 7 years old. She paid her $1 and she got her some bamboo shoots, and she turned around, and there was a giraffe and just took them out of her hand. That little girl's face just sunk. Before anybody could get there, she started crying, and the park lady, she's real nice. She grabbed her, she said, hold on. And she got the little girl back up there and, patted the giraffe back and gave her some more bamboo shoots and fed her. But man, giraffe is a funny animal. They just fun to watch. And it'd be funny to watch Steve, as crazy as he gets at times, to jump on a giraffe's back and hold on to them two horns and ride. I'd like to watch him.
He'd have to be way up his neck. He couldn't be on his back. There's a lot of difference between the back and the top of his head.
Jump up on his neck and hold on to them horns. They actually had a little one that had been born.
He had to have arms like a spider monkey.
They said they had a little, the little one was out there in the pen and said it had been born 2 months ago. And let me tell you, that sucker was big. I mean, really? I don't know, but yeah, giraffes, they're funny. I love going to the zoo, man. I don't know how we got talking about the zoo, but I love going to the zoo.
What's the matter? It's outside.
Well, we went to, talking about turkeys, and how crazy I am about turkeys, but we were up in Ohio. Lord, when was this? When's the last time I went? It was cold, snowy. Anyway.
Around Christmas, wasn't it?
Somewhere around there. You think maybe it was Christmas? No, it was before. I don't remember. I didn't go at Christmas.
The last time you went is the last time you went.
That's right. We were up in Columbus when I went to the Great Lakes. And we went to this outdoors recreation area right there on the edge of whatever lake we were at. I don't remember, Lake Erie or whichever one it was. And we were walking around looking at all the indoor activities, and then we walked outside, and they had this, a few animals native to Ohio up there, and they had a skunk, but I didn't spend much time there. And went on around, and they had a deer. And in the cage with the deer was some turkeys. Well, I couldn't see the turkeys because you had two spots to look, and they were evidently behind the building. I said, well, they must have got rid of the turkeys. So we started to leave, and all of a sudden I seen this big old red head come from around the building. He was blowed up in full strut, son, come around the building, and I just froze. And Michelle and her mom and all of them just walked off and left me. I didn't even know it. And I'm standing there just watching this turkey. And Michelle comes back a few minutes later. She said, what are you doing? I said,
I'm drooling.
Kind of disappointed. She said, oh, my God, we're never going to leave. It was cold, and I just standing there watching the turkey.
Glad you didn't have your turkey calls with you.
Oh, man, I was trying. Ooh, boy. But, you can go anywhere. Go to these zoos. That's a great outdoor activity to carry kids to. I love doing that. And you can watch the Jacksonville Zoo for one. Last year when we went, it was bring a stuffed animal. Kids bring a stuffed animal, and they get in free. And what they did was take these stuffed animals, and they had an animal or stuffed animal hospital. If you had something wrong with it, if you could donate it, or you could get it repaired. They had nurses there to sew them up and all this. But anyway,
that's a pretty good vet that can save a stuffed animal.
That's right. That's Doc McStuffins. Doc McStuffins. You don't know, really? Mackenzie loves Doc McStuffins. Anyway, we went on down to the zoo that day and carried the stuffed animals. We have, Lord knows that the stuffed animals we have, with 6 girls around, you got to have a lot of stuffed animals. And there's something we could give away, and we could have carried a whole bag full of them and still had 10 more bags at the house. But we carried some stuffed animals down there, and we donated them. We walked in the park. Going there to the Jacksonville Zoo, and they had these stingrays. They got them in a big pool that they're swimming around, just surfing. And I never understood. I don't know how they don't get dizzy. They swim all the way around this big pool, circles all the time.
They're used to it.
Going in the same direction.
They're used to it.
Every one of them, the same direction. And they see you standing there, and they'll rise up to the surface and let you pet them on the back and go on back around. And that was a fun time. That's an enjoyable experience.
It is.
And
Feel like sandpaper.
Yeah. The Jacksonville Zoo, those fun place to be. They got deer, so I go down there and look at the deer. I like to do it. I mean, turkeys. We got turkeys. They had cheetahs. They got all kind of animals. You more them cats looked like they was mad at the world too.
There's some long, lanky things, aren't they?
Man, walk
You'd
around.
be mad
them
too if you were
cages.
caged up all the time.
Well, that's how I feel in this studio. Caged
and you're always grumpy.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Don't say you're not, because he's going to argue with you. Here we go again.
I am grumpy. I mean, really. They told me that at work yesterday. I can't use the word that they told me I was yesterday, but it was a.
I can use it.
Mean.
You're a beep.
Beep.
How about that?
Oh well. Anyway, I don't know. I don't understand it, and I thought I was a nice guy, but evidently nobody else thinks that. Anyway, back to turkey hunting. Y'all give us a call. Tell us some of your exploits in turkey hunting, because I've got some good ones. 229-253-0995. I've got some funny stories of missing. Lots of people missing. Me missing.
We got somebody calling in this morning?
Yeah, somebody's supposed to call in here in a few minutes. We're going to talk to them.
All right.
Got a little event coming up in April that they're going to discuss. But, turkey hunting's funny. A lot of people that have never done it say, I don't know what you see in turkey hunting. Man, I see them up there when I'm deer hunting. That's the dumbest animal in the world. They come out and stand in front of you, and I can lean all out my stand and tell them shoo, and they just stand there. Yeah, that's right. But that's not turkey season.
And they know that.
They are so smart that they know when turkey season is.
But let me tell you, man, get out there this time of year and try to do that. You might still could do it a little with a bunch of hens, but you ain't trying to kill a hen, my friend. You're trying to kill that gobbler.
That's right.
And he might be within rifle range, but get him within shotgun range. It's different. It's illegal to hunt him with a rifle. You can't do it. You can, but you're going to go to jail.
Yeah, or you had to pay a real big ticket.
Yep, the man's going to come see you. And I hope he does if you shoot him with a rifle.
Yep.
People get caught all the time.
Why would you want to shoot him with a rifle anyway? That means you're not going to eat him.
Well, the people...
destroy him.
People get caught all the time. Riding by fields, shooting them with a rifle. I mean, you're taking the fun out of it, really. Call him in. Become a man. Turkey hunt.
Call him in. Become a man.
Become a man.
I like that.
Well, really, that's a step in life. I didn't consider myself a man until I called my first turkey in and shot him. No, I'm just kidding.
You got a very interesting.
I got a long ways to go.
Yep, Daryl, you do. Hey, you killed your first bird, though. You killed your first quail.
That is true.
He killed two.
He did.
Well, at least that I know of.
I
think I assisted in the rest of them.
Yeah, and he assisted in some premature harvesting of pine trees also.
Like Chad.
Like Chad Slaughter did. Hey, we got to take a break here. We'll be right back on the Good Outdoors.
With over 40,000 machines in the field, the pro's choice is Dixie Chopper. Be a pro. Buy a chopper. Built right here in America with one simple goal. Build a mower that cuts more grass and doesn't break when you use it. Be a pro. Buy a chopper. With Chopper's price, performance, and reliability guarantee, make the smart choice. Be a pro. Buy a chopper.
Austin's Cattle Company's menu is so big and delicious. In order to fit everything in, we had to write a song about it. So take it away, boys.
'Cause we got hand-cut steaks and taters, two baked food tastes better than your grandmother's pound cake. Hallelujah, and reach the sky, just load it up and pile it. How we got prime rib, seafood salad, and baby back food so good it'll make your lips smack. Austin's Cattle Company's where you gotta go when something gives you an attack. Come on in and sit on down, and you'll be chillin' like the king of town. Order up your favorite meal and turn that sad pound upside down. I guarantee you'll slap your knee when you eat it. Austin's Cattle Company.
Just head on down Austin's.
Woo, that's good.
So there you have it, folks. Next time you get a craving for something tasty, stop on by Austin's at exit 16 off I-75. There's something on the menu for everyone, and they serve big portions so you'll never leave hungry. From seafood and prime rib to the freshest hand-cut steaks, chicken, and ribs you can find. Austin's Cattle Company is truly an addiction you never have to quit.
White Brothers Auto Supply is South Georgia's auto parts headquarters, located at 1106 West Hill Avenue in Valdosta, Georgia. White Brothers can cover the smallest auto part need right up to a replacement engine or transmission. Serving Valdosta with an enormous auto parts inventory, you can rest assured that White Brothers has what you need, no matter if you're a do-it-yourselfer or an automotive professional. White Brothers has the right part at the right price. Stop by 1106 West Hill Avenue in Valdosta or call 229-244-8773 for all your auto part needs.
Attention Outdoor Nation. Adel Outfitters, located at exit 39 on I-75 in Adel, Georgia, has over 18,000 square feet of outdoor unbelievability just waiting on you. Specializing in a wide range of outdoor supplies for everyone, including hunting, fishing, shooting, kayaking, camping, Little League, clothing, knives, boots, you name it, Adel Outfitters has it. They also have that personal one-on-one attention that you just might not be getting from some of the big boxes, and Adel Outfitters has a whole lot less overhead, so you'll be surprised at the deals. So come see us now at Adel Outfitters, exit 39, Adel, Georgia. Woo-wee! Sweet Tea Smokehouse on South Hutchinson Avenue, Adel, is the bomb. You ain't had good old South Georgia barbecue if you ain't been to Sweet Tea Smokehouse. Ribs, chicken, pork, beef, good grief, this is some fine eating. And it ain't called Sweet Teas for nothing. Ice cold sweet tea and good old barbecue plate with all the trimmings is what living in the South is all about. Head up Highway 41 north towards Adel. Swing into Sweet Tea Smokehouse for lunch or dinner. Great southern barbecue like it's supposed to be. And don't forget some of that fine Brunswick stew. Woo-wee!
You're listening to The Good Outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun.
Welcome back. Welcome back. The Good Outdoor. What was that noise? Oh, that was funny. That's a good commercial. See, sometimes we even listen to our own commercials.
And laugh.
Hey, that's time for the Rusty Nut weather report. Let's have it there, Mr. Rusty
Tell
Nut.
us something good.
Brought to you by Powerhouse Outdoor Equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Currently 44 degrees today. Abundant sunshine. High of 61. Winds north-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, mainly clear. Low of 37 degrees. Winds west-northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow, a mainly sunny sky. High of 73. Winds west at 5 to 10 miles per hour.
Hey, we're going to take this phone call right quick. Good morning, caller. You're on The Good Outdoors.
Hello.
How you doing there, animal girl?
I'm fine.
You doing all right?
I don't even know what happened.
Huh?
Like the last couple of hours.
You fell asleep, huh?
No,
Oh,
I can't say it on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just leave it
Leave
at
that
that.
alone, then.
What you got for us this morning?
I think I can do a goose.
A what?
Uh-huh.
A goose.
A goose. Let's hear a goose. That sounds like a squeaky door hinge to me. But, hey, that's a good try, though.
I had a corn combine one time that made that noise.
What you got planned to do this weekend?
I don't know. I'll probably go fishing Friday.
Maybe you'll get to go. I hope you do. If you do, call back in Monday and tell us what you caught, okay?
I probably hope I'll catch me a big old fish.
I hope you do. And carry it home and eat it.
I don't eat them. I just catch them for fun.
Do you turn them back?
No, I
Or
just
save-
give them away.
Yeah, save them for somebody else to eat. That's a good thing. Well, we appreciate you calling in this morning, okay?
How y'all been doing?
Oh, we've been doing good. We've been hanging in there. We're ready for tomorrow. That's Feel Good Friday. We'll have some fun up in here tomorrow.
Oh, man, I wish I could just come kick it with y'all.
Yeah, we have some
Yeah,
fun now.
Just freaking forget what I've done.
Okay.
I swear to God, I think I did something wrong, and I don't remember half of the crap.
Nah, I think you'll be all right. Well, we'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, appreciate it, man.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, y'all.
Yeah, always good to hear from Animal Girl. She tried with the goose sound, but I think she'll get better. She'll practice. I told her to practice the gobble for 6 more years and call us back. She tried. Better than me, because I won't even get on there and make them noises, because I know I can't do them. You know, we're supposed to have somebody call in this morning to cover a little event. Erica McCoy, she might have slept in a little bit, but what she was going to talk about, I'm going to hit a little bit on it, then let her, when she does call in, to let her talk about it a little bit. The Valdosta State University chapter of Hearts Everywhere Reaching Out, Hero, for Children will host the Hero Olympics on Saturday, April 20th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the VSU front lawn. And this is a good event. There will be various activities to get children in the community involved in physical fitness.
It's going to be like old field day events. Like
yeah, it is.
3-legged race, tater sack race,
Old timey good things for
Good
field
things.
day. Boy, I remember them from
Well, I
field
mean,
day.
you need to do the three-legged race.
That's what we're talking about. I want to do the three-legged
we can
race.
do that.
But it's the first of its kind at VSU, so we're striving for it to be a big success. Erica McCoy, the hero president, says. And all active student organizations are invited to attend, and the deadline for organizations to sign up is Monday, April 1st.
And they are needing food donations. As far as for the event, they need some vendors or somebody to kick in some supplies.
That's right.
Hamburgers, hot dogs. They either help fund it.
Shoot, yeah, anything
that anybody can do.
And the Hero Olympics is open to all VSU students, faculty, and staff, as well as children in the community. Yep. So it's not just a VSU activity; it's for any children to get out there. And I'm looking back, I remember the old field day events that I used to do.
I used to look forward to that. You remember that?
Every year, man, I would look forward to it. Had fun with it.
My favorite part
races.
was the sack lunch.
Yeah, boy. There's just something about them sack lunches back then in school that were good.
Yeah, it was different.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You
It was
remember
everything,
them?
yeah. The peanut butter and honey.
I never had the honey.
Yeah, I remember
that's
those ones.
most 99% of the time. If you ate a peanut butter sandwich at school, it was peanut butter and honey, buddy.
And mine was always peanut butter and jelly. Never was honey.
I guess the schools I went to couldn't afford the jelly. We had honey. And
I
actually, it's better to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Woo!
But we're going to get Miss Erica to call in one day here soon and talk about this event and tell us a little more about it, what it supports and what it does.
She is a very busy lady.
Oh.
If you've looked at her list of credentials, she doesn't have much spare time.
I can imagine. She's very, very, very busy. And this here, Monday, April 1st deadline, that's coming up pretty soon for you to sign up to be able to attend this. And they're just trying to get, I'm sure they're trying to get a number of people that's going to be there so they know what they need to have, what they need to be ready for. Yep. But great event, man. I would love to get out there and do a sack race or a three-legged race again or any kind of relay race that you can imagine.
You do the 50-yard dash.
I don't know that it's only from 11 to 3.
We got a lot of other events that got to be done first.
I don't know that I can do the 10-yard dash.
It's only from 11 to 3, Ronnie. There's not enough time for me to do the 50-yard dash.
I'm going to trip over at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, we won't let you do that due to time restraints.
That's 4 hours. It'll take me a little longer to run 50 yards. It'd take me 50 yards to get built up to begin running.
If you ever got all that going, it'd be the devil to stop.
I don't think the VSU lawn would be big enough to stop me. Man. But no.
It'd be like trying to land a Concorde in Valdosta.
Okay, but just thinking back, I'm thinking back to school, man. We had all them field day activities. There were so many things we did. We egg relays, egg tosses,
water balloon.
Water balloon. That was fun. Three-legged race, the sack race. What else? The wheelbarrow. Do you remember doing the wheelbarrow race?
I do.
Oh, somebody,
I still ain't got the dirt out of my mouth.
Pick you up by your feet and you run on your hands. That was a fun one.
Mm-hmm. I like to see you do that now.
Oh, man.
Don't think so.
By the time that bottom jaw hit the ground, it looked like somebody run an opening plow through there.
See, that was what was funny in school. I'd always be the one holding the feet, and when they'd say, whoa, 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 I'd just push them that much harder and just face first in the dirt. Get up spitting.
Do a speed change on them.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. That is funny, though. Oh, man. But the fun we used to have, and we'd always try to, we'd always have, stop that. Microphone acting up. We'd always have the,
probably full of spit.
Yeah, it probably is. These awards.
Mm-hmm.
We get awards for them. We always try to win. Now, I imagine they give everybody that participates an award.
Yeah, you got a little piece of paper or a ribbon.
Yeah, now. But anyway, we're going to get off of that subject. But the Hero Olympics, they're coming up here at VSU. We're going to get Miss Erica McCoy to call in one day and talk about them. And just a good event. I don't really know exactly what it's, there's something behind the Hero, and I don't forgot, but it's it stands for Hearts Everywhere Reaching Out. It's a children event. It's designed to get children.
It's got these. It's the same. It's basically the same program as like Coretta's Christmas. It's to benefit children born with HIV.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
Yes, it is.
So y'all get out there and support this. And it's April 20th, didn't I say?
Yep.
You know
April
what?
20th.
I might be able to make that one.
Yep.
I believe I'll be able to get out there and take my kids out there and then let them enjoy some fun. So I may go ahead and register for that April 1st. And I got some contact information. You can sign up your organization. Contact Erica McCoy at EYMcCoy at Valdosta EDU or Neville Phillips at ncphillips@valdosta.edu. Y'all give them a call.
This is their first annual event for this cause, and they are lacking in some funding as far as being able to, for foods and stuff like that. So anything anybody can do. And you can either contact them or you can contact us here at the Good Outdoors.
That's right. We'll put you in touch with them.
We'll put you in touch with them.
I got Miss Erica's number. So we'll sure get you in touch with the right people. Get out there and enjoy something in the outdoors. And Troy Lee chimed in on Facebook this morning. Good morning, Troy. How you doing? A lot of people this morning chiming in on the Good Outdoors Facebook page. John Paul Vickers, he's in there. Dimmer Godwin, Bubba Carden. You know what? I'm jealous of Demery because this is his Friday.
Yeah.
I still got one more day to go to my Friday before I can have a Saturday and a Sunday.
I'm over it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm used to it.
Yep. Oh, man, we've been talking a little bit about turkey hunting this morning, and, the turkey hunting escapades in the woods, they're always fun. Involves snakes, involves all kind of wildlife. I got a story in Berrien County. Me and a good friend of mine and my cousin, Chris Brady, good friend of mine, he should be on his way to work. Should be about to call in any time, but he's been about to call in for 6 months, never has. Anyway, me and him and Corey Nichols, my cousin, we were turkey hunting over in Berrien County. And we had some birds gobbling, couldn't get on them. They wasn't working that morning, so we were just kind of walking around, headed back up towards the truck, was going to take a little bit of a break, walking around this old cornfield there, and we had talked about snakes that morning. And lo and behold, laying right there in the roadway was a rattlesnake about 3.5, 4 foot long, and I almost stepped on him. And Corey saved my life. My own cousin, my own blood, reached up there and grabbed me and jerked me back and saved my life. And shot the snake.
He's your hero.
He was. I told him I loved him. And still tell him.
We better.
We talk about it all the time. I said, love you, Corey. He's a man I know. He's never I love you back. He's a man I know. So I saved your life. But no.
Wonder how many times Corey has regretted that.
Many, many, many times. No, Corey, he's funny. He's and Chris, man, me and Chris, we've been over there. That same day we were hunting, this funny thing happened was Chris had to leave, so me and Corey stayed over there hunting, and the turkeys just were not working, but we didn't have nowhere else to be. So we were going to try to roost some for the next day. So we set up against this giant oak tree, and we're sitting there, and I just hit the call every now and then, about every 10 minutes or so, I'll call a little bit and listen and play, and then I'll shut up for 10 to 15 minutes.
Just for the record, he's never shut up for 10 or 15 minutes in his life.
I did, too. I looked over, I was calling for Corey. It was Corey. I was going to let Corey shoot. Looked over, Corey is asleep, backed up against a tree, asleep, and it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I was saying, really? I'm one that's got to stay awake? Really? So all of a sudden, out of nowhere, no sounds, no nothing, 2 gobblers step out about 25 yards down the little two-path from us.
Did you shoot them?
Well, he had the gun. They were on my side.
That would have been classic if you could have shot while he was asleep.
I nudge him over there, nudge him. And he wakes up and almost sits up, and the turkeys look. And I said, be still, you dummy, stop. And I said, turkeys. I can't get on them. I said, I can. Give me the gun. He's got this single-shot 12-gauge shotgun. We're going to go over our break just a little bit. Single-shot 12-gauge. I've never shot it before. It's 3-inch Magnum, this thing. And Corey warned me about it. So anyway, we finagle around there, and I get the gun, and these turkeys are still standing there. We're hid pretty good. And when I shoot, Ronnie, this gun rears up out of my hand because I'm not holding it real well because I'm thinking about my gun. When I shoot, rears up, knocks my hat off my head, doesn't hit me, knocks my hat off the head. Turkey falls dead over there, knocks my hat off the head. The gun almost falls, slap out of my hand, and I'm sitting there, what in the world? I don't even know if I've killed the turkey. I see a turkey run off first. I didn't see him flopping. See one run off, and Corey said, did you kill him? I said, man, I don't know, but here's your gun, and don't ever let me hold it again. That thing hurt me. But he said, you got him. He's laying over there. So anyway, we went and picked up the turkey. That was funny. That gun, man, I tell you, we talked about it at Christmas. I will never shoot that particular gun ever again in my life. That gun hurt me.
You need to shoot the Russian I've got.
No, sir. That gun hurt. Anyway, we got to take a break here. We'll be right back on the Good Outdoors.
So, Dawson, is Dad still ill about you calling him out on his shooting ability?
I don't think so, but I have seen him on the range a lot more lately.
Dad always says practice makes perfect.
That's what he says, but I don't think it works for adults.
Why do you say that?
Well, from the look of the scorecard, it's making it worse.
Dawson, bring me some more shotgun shells.
Okay, Dad.
If you need some practice, come by Southwind Clays and Quail on the Quitman Highway just past the river headed towards Quitman. With a top-notch clubhouse, a 5-stand, sporting clays range, as well as a rifle and pistol range, Southwind has what you need to succeed. World-class quail hunting is also available with some of the finest bird dogs around.
Dad sure shoots a lot.
Yeah, if he keeps this up, Mom's gonna be mad.
Why is that?
Because he's spending all Mom's shopping money on shotgun shells.
The grill might be in storage, but that's what campfires are for. And the backyard party is on hiatus, but that's because everyone is tailgating. Only the seasons change, tastes don't. And when you've got Bud Light Lime, you don't need summer to have a good time. It's the superior drinkability of Bud Light with a splash of 100% natural lime flavor. Look for a Bud Light Lime and find your summer state of mind anytime. It's in the lime. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Lime flavored beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has been serving South Georgia and North Florida for over 3 decades. With 9 locations in the South, Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a full-line distributor for all welding and industrial supplies. The Jones mission is to provide quality products at a competitive price in order to supply the best service available. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply has built a reputation for good, honest, old-fashioned service. For a location near you, visit www.joneswelding.com. Jones Welding and Industrial Supply is a proud supporter of the good outdoors. Val Optics on Patterson Street in Valdosta, Georgia has been providing 1-hour service for 25 years. From eyeglass repair to eye exams conducted by one of 2 on-site optometrists, Val Optics is there for all of your eyesight concerns. There is no need for an appointment and most insurances are accepted. Val Optics also accepts outside prescriptions. So if you need eyeglass repair or an eye exam, stop by Val Optics at 601 North Patterson Street, Valdosta, Georgia. 25 years in business says it all.
So you need a car, truck, or SUV? Look no further than Midway Auto Emporium at 4189 Bemis Road, Valdosta, Georgia. Cameron and Melissa Tucker has been serving the Valdosta area for over 7 years now. They are a family-owned and operated local business with hometown values and still believe in handshake deals. With a great selection of used cars, trucks, and SUVs, with a Carfax report on every one of them, along with bank financing at all credit levels and interest rates as low as 1.85% with approved credit. 4189 Bemis Road or visit their website at midwayautoemporium.com.
It's the Good Outdoors on 99.5 Kicks Country. Now, let's get back to the fun, talking about everything to do with the outdoors with Steve, Daryl, and Ronnie.
Welcome back to the Good Outdoors here in our wrap-up segment brought to you by Southwind Sporting Clays and Quail, man. Can't say enough about that place. I just got some pictures downloaded the other day from my boss at work. He was out there at our event, CAC event. And took a lot of pictures. I downloaded them and got them on my computer at home. And Jim Morgan posted a lot on there for us. Man, it's a great place to go for sporting clays. You got a great course out there. Just have some fun at, man. You go out there and shoot a 50-round shot. And quail hunting, can't talk enough about the quail hunting out there. John and them do a great job.
Season's over on that, isn't it?
I think it's gone now. Will should be getting in touch with me about coming in and talking about dog training really quick. I keep pushing that because, John, you need to get him to call me.
Well, you got a shooting range, a firing range.
Rifle range, pistol range. The rifle range was underwater back when the river was up. It's probably open again now. Pistol range was open that Saturday of the CAC shoot. It got opened back up. And it's just a great place, man. Birthday parties for kids. That's what I want to do this year is have one of my kids' birthday parties out there and get to shoot the 22s and get out there on the course. Just fun place, fun thing to do. Clubhouse is amazing. You know, he's got all kind of got a bear rug in there, you know, on the wall. Got deer heads, turkey, quail feather. I mean, all kind of stuff mounted in there. Just a good place. Got some of got Dawson's one of his turkey fans up there, and just keeps adding beards to it every year.
He's proud of that thing.
Yeah, and I'm jealous.
And he should be.
He should be, and I'm jealous of it. But I know me and Dawson are going to spend some time together this year turkey hunting. I hope we are. We're going to have a good time. Get him out there and get him on camera and film him a little bit turkey hunting, and he'll probably teach me a little bit of something on turkey hunting. The boy spends a lot of time outdoors. And our T3 tip of the day.
Hold on to your shotgun when you shoot.
That one hurt, I'm not going to lie. We'll never shoot that shotgun again. That one hurt. We talked about it, you know, for every day for a month after that. And I'm not lying. Every time we get together now, spend any time together, we still talk about it. And it was just it's one of my old shotguns too. But anyway, let me do a T3 tip of the day. I got some more on that story. T3 tip of the day is every time you go turkey hunting, be aware of what you're wearing. Make sure you have nothing that's sticking out like a white T-shirt or anything like that that's going to give you away to that turkey. So check your camouflage, check all your gear before you go into turkey woods. Make sure that you're completely camouflaged. Back to shooting that shotgun. When I shot that turkey and the gun reared up and knocked my hat off and all this, and I knew the mistake I'd made, wasn't holding the gun good enough. But anyway, nothing. It was single shot, couldn't go off again. And I got through and gave him the gun back, and he got on over to the turkey, and I'm still wondering what in the world happened. It kind of knocked me senseless there. He said, all right, well, we started to reload the shotgun because we knew there was another turkey around. We were actually going to try to get on him right quick for Corey because he was actually the one supposed to be shooting. He broke it open. It's a break open single shot, and the shell was stuck in there. So here we are in the woods trying to figure out, I'm injured, I think. I don't know. My pride is hurt.
You shoot it. I'm not going to shoot it.
We got a long stick poked down in the barrel. Now, this is really safe. Poked down in the barrel and got the shell out. And I told him,
well, it is a single shot, and you had just shot it. So
that's right. And we got the empty hull out of there, and he said, well, I'm going to reload it. I said, no, not after just sticking a stick down in the barrel. We're not going to reload it. We're going to just, I'm going to lick my wounds, and we're going to go home. Man, that was, it's just, I don't know. Just something. Oh, whatever. Man, that gun was rough. You ever shot a gun like that?
Yes. I own one like that.
I don't want
it. But I'm prepared for it when I pull the trigger. And I try not to shoot it any more than I have to. I really do.
Man,
it's got to be like a running deer or a turkey, something that's got your mind off of how bad that thing's going to kick.
Ooh.
It does matter. It's not like you want to go shoot sporting clays with it, okay?
Yeah.
And you don't want to pleasure shoot it because it's not a pleasurable experience.
And that one was shooting a 3-inch Magnum too, number 4 that morning.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine that? It spanked me bad, but I killed the turkey. That's all that matters. And it was so bad. It was Corey's. It was for him. I was carrying him turkey hunting to call for him, and I can't say I called these turkeys up. They never gobbled one time, not once. Corey was over there snoring. I think he called in several deer and grunted them up snoring. But man, it was a fun day, and wouldn't trade those memories for nothing in the world. The memories outdoors that you make the same day. He saves my life.
Even if you got hurt, it's a memory.
He saved my life. I almost got killed by a snake. I mean, we kind of over exaggerated that a little bit.
I'm sure,
but we had some fun, and it was just us 3 out there in the woods, and Chris had to leave, and we stayed turkey hunting, and we wound up killing a turkey. Just one of them days.
Hey, Robert McGinn brought me some gator tail last night, or not for last. I forgot to tell you yesterday. It's all store-bought, so it's not like he did anything illegal to get it. We got 2 big packs for our event this weekend, so you're going to get some this weekend.
Yeah, see. Who brought that?
Robert McGinn.
Robert, wasn't Chuck?
No.
Oh, okay.
Chuck brought a pile of fish.
He didn't bring any more,
No.
Okay. None of the scum sauce?
No. I'm telling you, everything's out on the table.
Should have asked him when he called in a minute ago.
Ask him.
Okay. He brought, Robert McGinn brought some fish? I'm picking up fish.
Robert McGinn brought some gator tail.
Some gator tail. And Chuck brought
Did that
fish.
just register to you?
Well, not really.
Said?
I'm still upset.
It's not like I'm doing the weather. Could you pay attention to me every once in a while? Thank you.
Did he just say something there? No. Hey, Bulldog. I'm meeting up with Bulldog's wife today to get the fish too.
Cool.
He's donating a lot of bass, man. We're gonna eat some bass. Got some brim coming in, and we got a call coming in. Good morning, caller. You on the Good Outdoors?
I forgot to tell you guys something.
What?
My dad cooked a big old gator.
Whoa, really? Was it good?
He cooked the gator.
He cooked it?
Yeah.
Yeah, did it taste good?
I didn't eat it. I don't really eat gator.
Why? It's good.
No, I don't. I support, even though it kills people, I don't eat it.
Okay. All right, well, I wish you'd change your mind because it's some good stuff. Maybe you can try it one day.
We saw, it was in the bag, and, the feet were, really, really big on that gator.
Wow.
I was scared of it because it was, still froze.
That'd be all right.
I said, how can you eat that? And then he turned around and eat turtle and goat, and I was like, this dude, my dad is weird.
No, come on now. Ain't nothing wrong with goat. Ain't nothing wrong with turtle. Ain't nothing wrong with alligator.
Daryl, you eat goat? Nah.
I don't really eat, like, stuff like that, but, like, if it comes to, like, hunting it, I would never, ever hunt like an animal.
Honey, let me tell you something. If it's legal to hunt, I will blast it, and I will carry it home and cook it and eat it.
I don't, like, eat animals that he catch. That's just, like, something I'd never do.
I differ from you because I'll do it every day of the week. Hey, we appreciate you calling. We got to go, though. We're about to get off the air.
I'll call in probably Monday.
Okay.
If we do go fishing
Yeah,
on Friday.
let me know what you catch.
I sure will.
All right, we'll talk to you then.
You guys